Hello, I'm Alexis from Stump Kitchen. On this channel, we do lots of cooking videos and body celebration. I also do like vlogs and Q&A style videos with other amputees and folks with disabilities. And today I thought I would throw a little story time into the mix. I'm doing a series on my channel about parenting with a limb difference, and I've interviewed 12 people from all around the globe, and they've told me all about their stories, about planning to have kids, about changing diapers, about public perceptions. And I thought, since I'm showcasing all of these incredible stories, why not tell you a few of my own?
Stump Kitchen, gluten-free, vegan eats, Stumptastic treats.
As you can probably imagine, parenting with one hand, or even just being pregnant with one hand or a limb difference in general, creates some exciting challenges, not just based on like ability and stuff, but like what the public kind of perceives, or what they think is going on for you, or what they think you can or can't do. So I wanted to share the story of our first ultrasound. Jovan was about 20 weeks and I went to the tech for the anatomy scan, where they just like check out the whole body and all that stuff.
Yes, hi, hello. I forgot to mention that I was going to a high-risk clinic for this ultrasound because I had some thyroid levels that were a little bit questionable. Ended up being totally fine, but that comes in handy later in the video.
Allison and I went in and everything seemed awesome and it felt really good. We had a really great tech who was super inclusive, and the fact that we were two moms, like nobody batted an eye. I felt comfortable. It took like an hour. It took a long time because they have to take a lot of pictures of all the different parts and stuff like that. I was just laying there and Allie was feeding me juice from a juice box or something. Everything went really smoothly. When our tech was done, he went back and, talked to the doctor and stuff, and we waited for a while, and then we waited a little longer and waited a little bit more. Then our tech came back in and was like, I just have to do a couple more scans. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. So the tech did some more scans. I guess they just didn't get some clear pictures that they needed or something. That's what I thought at the time. It was really quick. The tech went back, talked to the doctor, and again, we waited for a hot minute and it was fine. And then the doctor came in and was very serious, had a very serious look on his face. And he said, now, we went over the scans in great detail and we were able to account for all of the baby's digits. So there are 10 fingers and 10 toes. And I kind of looked at him and I was like, okay, that's fine. And he was just like reaffirming, like, yes, like they're all there, no need to worry, blah, blah, blah. And I just looked at him and I said, oh, did you think I was worried that my baby might be missing a hand because I'm missing a hand? And he kind of was like, like didn't really have a response. And I just said, like, because it would be great if we had a kid with one hand. In fact, we were kind of hoping for it, but it's fine. If our kid has all digits, that's great. We're gonna love them no matter what, of course. But like, we would be totally okay if we had a kid with a limb difference. And the doctor was kind of like, oh, yep, yeah, like didn't really have a good response, and was very kind and was, trying to do a good job. But it was really interesting and a little bit troubling that his assumption about me coming in for an ultrasound was that I was worried that my baby might have one hand like me. Like, just think about that for a second. First of all, did he like not read my file? And like the fact that I was there for thyroid levels and stuff, like that was so funny to me. And also, like, what was he projecting onto me? That I somehow didn't like my life with one hand and was worried enough to come get an ultrasound to make sure that my child wouldn't have one hand. That's problematic. Second, this is not genetic. This is not something that you can just pass down to your baby. This is from amniotic banding syndrome, and they don't even know if that's a for sure thing. It could have been brachydactyly or any other number of causes for me to have one hand. It's congenital, which means happens in the womb. It's not something that is like a genetic factor that I could just like pass down to my baby. So it was interesting that he kind of either didn't know that or thought that I didn't know that, or he didn't even ask me about it. He just launched into saying, your baby has all 10 digits. Your baby's just fine. And I was like, my baby's fine anyway, and I'm also just fine. So thank you. Because I was so happy to have, you know, like a happy, healthy baby growing inside me, this whole scenario didn't bother me that much until a few months later when I realized what happened. It really made me think about the whole medical model and how limb difference is portrayed and treated within the medical community. It wasn't really registering at the time, but it's so connected and it's so not okay. It just reminds me of the countless stories I've heard from friends who've been asked if they wanted their child aborted once they found a limb difference on the ultrasound. There's so much that needs to change within the medical model of how we look at disability and how we treat it. For that reason, I'm never gonna stop making videos like this. I'm never gonna stop putting my body and existence out there and celebrate other bodies and existences out there that look like me and look different from me and are different than the typical body that the medical model uplifts so hard. And you're helping by watching these videos, so thank you. The other quick story I wanted to share was, I've had the question a few times about, you know, having one hand during actual childbirth, like did it affect childbirth or how did it come into play? And quite honestly, it didn't really affect it at all. Not that I can remember. I was pretty full on. I had a really great team, really awesome birth workers, and my partner was amazing. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, you're so tired. Yeah, I had a really, really great team, really, really great partner. My birth pool had great handles on it. I didn't have to move around too much. I got to give birth in my home, so I knew the space and I knew what I needed. The only thing I will say that was a little bit hard was when I was trying to deliver my placenta after Jovan was delivered. I have this bed which has like kind of bars like this from IKEA. When I was trying to deliver my placenta, I was grabbing onto the top bar to push it out because it was not really cooperating very well. But I could only grab with one hand, obviously, and that was very difficult. So I couldn't deliver my placenta at home. I did actually have to go to the hospital because it was hanging on in there. But once I got to the hospital, they helped me out and it was just fine. So just like that one bar grabbing situation was the only time that I was like, would have been maybe more helpful to have like a prosthetic or a lower bar or something. But in all honesty, like the whole one hand giving birth thing, it was pretty fun and pretty amazing. It was just my body working in the ways that it always does to do a really awesome thing. So yeah, thank you for listening. I don't get to do these videos that often and I really want to do more. So if you liked it, please let me know, give it a thumbs up and comment down below and let me know what other types of like conversational videos like this you'd like me to make, whether it's about limb difference or babies or birth or none of that, or just cooking or just like random questions, because right now it's a lot more accessible for me to make videos in this style. Cooking videos in COVID are really tricky to have guests around, almost impossible. And right now I am taking care of a little one. And I also really like connecting with you in this way. I think we get to be real and talk about stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of an open book, so whatever you want to talk about, I'll talk about. One of these days soon, I really want to show you how I dress Jovan and do diapers and all those things. I think that would be really, really fun. Would you like that? You're like, I'm sleeping, Mom. I'm sleeping, Mom. So if you liked it, let me know and we'll do more of this. Absolutely, we'll do more of this. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you subscribe to me on YouTube, and you can also support me on Patreon if you want to. It was so great to have you here. We'll see you next time on Stump Kitchen. Bye.
Stump Kitchen, gluten-free vegan eats, Stumptastic treats.
I'm filming this kind of last minute and I realize I haven't showered or done my hair, which is typical for Stump Kitchen. But one of my secret tricks that I'll do if I'm like really like and wanting to film a video, but I haven't like gotten ready at all, I'll just put on a little mascara just to like make myself feel a bit more presentable. So this is for you. This mascara is for you. Did I trick ya? Did I make you think I was all prepared? 'Cause I wasn't. And you're helping by watching these videos. I farted. Oh my God.